welcome to another Lewi Buch in the workshop. This is the first one into the new year, so this is Lewi Buch in the workshop series 5, and I'm right, it is 5 this time, I hope. This time I've got a little gem of a bike for you really. This is the first full restoration bike I did up. And you're probably thinking, why the hell is he speaking and the cover's still on the bloody bike? Well, for that reason, the bike is under the cover because I'd like to take the cover off on the webcam. Not on the webcam, on the camera for once. So here we have a 1948 D1 Bantam. It's British, it's quite a good bike, it's sound, and I'm hoping it'll start for us. Now, when I turn on the fuel on this bike, unfortunately the fuel tap, which you'll see here, is a bit stuck. So we need something just to prise this one out, which I have not thought about at all. I've not taken anything with me to get it out, but we'll worry about that in a second. If I can show you, this is the bike itself. It's a 1948 D1 Bantam. The rigid suspension. This is the only suspension you've got. A little bit of springiness in your seat, that's all. The bike itself is just needing an MOT and then registered. Once I've got it registered, I can get it on the road and get it into rallies. Right, let's see if I can pull it out by hand first. We'll try. No, it's stuck. Well, let's see. Shouldn't have used this, but oh well, we'll try it. This is just a little broken oh, there we go. That's a fuel open. I'm getting a new tap for this bike, so don't worry, there's a tap being ordered. So push to tickle the bleeder on the carburetor, so tickle the carburetor. Not in the horrible way that some folk have described it in my videos, but it's tickle the carburetor to get fuel. That's fuel coming out the air bit on the carburetor. Now quite simply, this bike usually starts with a kick, so I'm hoping it won't let me down, because this is the first time it's been started in a while. But here we go, you won't be able to hear me at all once I start this bike, and I'll only keep it running a few, maybe a minute at the longest, because it is very difficult to keep this bike going. But I'll try, and it is loud. So here we go. Wonder if it should be a one kick wonder. No, two kick wonder. No, free kick. Well, it's just fired, that's one thing, but because it's fired I need to bleed it again. So onto there, bleed the carburetor, there we go, fuel through, we'll give it a kick. No. No, not quite. there we have her. This is the 1948 D1 Bantam for you then. Only thing I had to say about this bike though is, because of the loudness of it, I haven't used it a lot in the videos. The other thing is that the bike is not got an off or on switch for the ignition, so you have to let it die out cell. That's why it took a good 10 seconds or so to die. You might have noticed, I'm not sure, it's direct lighting, so as soon as I turn on the ignition, well, there's this ignition I'm speaking about is just a light switch basically, but when I turn on that switch or start the bike even, lights at the front and the back both come on, then turn it around one more click and get full beam on it basically. The bike itself is not the worst. It's an early bike. I mean, this is one of Britain's most loved bikes, the Bantam. I have got another one which once it's going again I will have, well I've got another two of the Bantams, but one of them is still being restored. The other one's got a flat battery and it won't start. But I'm hoping that we'll be doing 2 more Lewi Buch in the workshops on the 2 of our Bantams. The one that's being restored could be quite some time because I'm struggling to track doing the toolbox for it. This one's quite simple, that's the toolbox there, but they are simple to get a hold of because this bike was made for 16 years. The other ones were, well, D3 I'm restoring, it was made for 3 years, and the D14 excuse me, was made for I think about 2 years as well, but it's more common and easier to get bits for being a more modern bike. But they're all over 40 years old. This one's the oldest though. I'd have to say that's about it as well for this Lewi Buch in the workshop. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and keep an eye out for our new videos coming up soon hopefully. Right, I guess this is see you for Lewi Buch. Right, cheerio.